Comrade Sniper will get 2 aces to start off this half for the Radon Royals 2-0.
He had to go around the world to get it, but he eventually got back to where he started and finished what he began right then in that second round. 10 kills for Comrade Sniper in 2 rounds, 448 ADR. He's pretty much won both rounds himself single-handedly. But now, with the terrorists with the guns, it should be a different outcome.
And I will say Landon did have some good timing. I mean, only a pistol, so couldn't really do much. And Smartest Superman already takes out the biggest threat for the Radon Royals. Now it's on to these SMGs to see if they can hold in this first rifle round for the Shogun side. Superman still looking around. No one here just yet. It is Scooby-Doo in the temple position. Again, just SMGs here. Good nade. Will take Landon down to 58. Sees one. Not going to... Ooh, will recommit. That's more good damage. Lots of good damage, but not going to secure a kill. Unfortunately, this will be an A hit. Mr. Failology all alone is hiding in the smoke, but will not get anyone as the bomb goes down. It's all onto Zimmy and Neve. These SMGs just wanting to get some money built up on the CT side. And you've got a kit, you've got some armor. Zimmy, maybe just save. Comrade 10K. You're absolutely right, Firehawk. Look at that. Victim PC. Ooh! Zimmy ducks under with that A1S. Picked up off of Comrade Sniper, but oh, these are hunting. We know where you are, Zimmy. Will there be enough time? Smartest Superman just hanging out. Oh man, they're so close. It's, oh no! That is so unfortunate. Couldn't hold on to that A1S. And interesting economy here for the Radon Royals.
Shogun came out the way they needed to this round. You got to hit them hard and fast and put them in their place. You can't let them walk all over you. First round, okay, it can happen. Second round, they have the guns, obviously. But once you have the AKs, you got to come out there and set things right. And that's exactly what they started with Smartest Superman, setting the pace, taking Comrade out right away.
And to your point, look at that. They can tie this game right up, immediately recover after that back-to-back aces from Comrade Sniper. See the utility going out here. Scott creeping up in the canals. Looks like it will be a B hit, at least how they're postured towards this early round. That Molotov just a little bit shy of being able to explode on to that platform Neve is standing on, and just gonna hold his ground with the Deagle. Can't get anything done. Some great entries. Lil Zimmy, though, on the snapping turtle. Good for one. Comrade Sniper, what can you do? Nothing, just a USP. This is not the pistol round. No ace for you, and Failology just trying to get a gun, but not so. And Shogun tie it right on up. Easy round, but even so, good to see the recovery.
Really takes the wind out of their sails. Radon Royals came out strong, and Shogun replied. So we're now even 2-2, which is actually the score line for both teams right now in the season so far. Both teams have 2 wins and 2 losses, and this is their most played map. So we are seeing the battle right here to see who's actually better on this particular setting.
And to your point, the 2 teams that OS beat, Gas lost to, and the 2 teams Gas beat are the 2 teams OS lost to. So almost like basically just dead even. This is about as even as you can get. Ham not able to connect onto Comrade Sniper. Will get some damage, but not the headshot with the AK, unfortunately. And Comrade Sniper still ducking here. This is a great spot. Gets another. Comrade on fire. Gets a third. They just cannot escape the fury of the Sniper on the A1S. And Zimmy with 2 of their own on the AWP. Holding down B, that's what you like to see. You're right. You're right. Zimmy stole the ace. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man.
It is funny, though. Zimmy's the only one on Radon Royals who has kills besides Comrade Sniper. It is, Comrade's doing it all right now with Zimmy chiming in a little bit. We'll have to see. I don't think I've ever seen a match this season that's been just having one player showing up this strongly.
Yeah, and funnily enough, too, two of those last kills by Zimmy were with a sniper. So you could argue that the sniper's currently 14-4 right now. I don't know if that third kill on Zimmy was with the sniper or with a pistol. So left it out. Scooby-Doo going to get into a little bit of a spray battle through the smoke with, I believe that was Cam. Over in the canal position now. Briska takes an attempt, but nobody is home. Mr. Failology, this is where the bomb is. Scott and Landon going to be this two-pronged A assault. Smoke out. Comrade will try and spray through the smoke. Not going to get one. That's going to be Landon. Now Failology up close. Can't get anything. That's the A site broken open. 3 players left on this retake. It's not impossible. Look at that. Already 1 down. 3 players left for Shogun. And Scott expects the flank from CT. That's Neve down. And Scooby-Doo also down. Zimmy decides to save the op, the kit, and the armor. A wise choice. Get it back into the next round where the Radon Royals can buy. And we continue tied up here 3-3.
I think we're seeing members of the Radon Royals just a little cold starting tonight's match night. I think we're going to see them warm up as the kills keep coming back and forth. I think you're going to start seeing performances from some of the other players. Of note, Scooby-Doo actually has a really high rating. He's got a rating of 1.34. So I really expect somebody like that to come alive, to be a little bit more consistent as the night goes on.
We will have to keep an eye on Scooby-Doo. Now, this is the CT side of Anubis, so kind of one of the more difficult sides. Shogun, in my opinion anyway, starting on the easier side here on Anubis, on the T side. And Radon Royals, they have a kind of a scrappy buy here. Failology all alone. Well, no, I'm sorry. I lied. Comrade Sniper's there. Well, the 2 pistols on A. Kind of the weak side, but I mean, Comrade Sniper 13-3. Scott going to test. We'll get Failology, but not Comrade Sniper. That's a great trade if you are on the CT side here on this economy, and Zimmy continues to push the round in favor of the Radon Royals. Look at that. Comrade Sniper, very deadly, picks up an AK as the Shoguns start to creep towards B. There are 2 players here. Neve very close in rotate in mid. Couple of flashes on the CT side and some site take utility for the Shogun. That will go down. Landon doesn't totally secure E-box. That's Zimmy going to swing out as Scooby-Doo gets Landon, who is pushing up into Temple. Smart as Superman all alone with the op. Will not get anybody. Scooby-Doo takes him down. Op secured for him as well. Radon Royals get 4.
That was a fantastic half-buy by the Radon Royals. Finally, we're seeing the team kind of work together a little bit more now. It's not just one player or 2. What was interesting, though, is that because it's an eco, they had to decide where they were going to put their forces, and they left mid open. And it's because of the dominant performance by Comrade Sniper that they could move him elsewhere. And Shogun was a little bit nervous about pushing that area where he's been so dominant. And so it worked out. They were able to gamble stack a little bit on B and put an extra player on A.
You're absolutely right. A great trade by Comrade Sniper early on in that round. And you saw kind of rotated towards mid. But now Shogun with a fighting force out A. It's going to be Smart as Superman with the MAC-10 to chime in first. Comrade Sniper gives up the site, does have the AWP. So smart to not be overwhelmed. Knows that one player is there on the stairs. Blows open the smoke. Doesn't see Superman hiding in that corner. Do they expect him? No, he doesn't. Smart as Superman with a great swing, but Zimmy and Scrooby do. Knave as well. All with great kills to secure the site and to secure a 5th for the Radon Royals. Great retake. And smart from Comrade to just back it up a little bit. Absorb that pressure and, I mean, ends up getting domed, but still, players immediately there to trade and Radon Royals on 5.
I like that they didn't rush the retake. They lost the site very early. Their A anchor wasn't able to hold it, wasn't able to make much progress. And so they had to do the retake, but they did it very slowly, methodically. They cleared their angles. You could even see Comrade suspected someone was up there in that heaven angle, but he wasn't entirely sure, it seemed. But they did everything they needed to do and got the retake.
And now smartest Superman again securing a 4v5, but it's very quickly traded over in Failology with a great readjustment onto Superman, securing a 4v3 for Radon Royals just under a minute 30 seconds. Bomb dropped all the way in mid. I don't think they realize they don't have bomb yet. Oh, now the penny has dropped. Hold on, we have to run out of here. We have to go get the bomb. And the Radon Royals, they could have been pushed up B already. This is so much time lost. And we can see the CT side. They have plenty of utility here. Shogun, they only have a smoke, 2 flashes, and an HE, and most of that utility, goes away. Mr. Failology on the op. Things falling apart here for myself and the Shogun in this round, but can they reclaim it? We will see Lil Brusca and Landon out. The flashbang goes out courtesy of the CTs. No one's peeking just yet. And Scrooby will get one and another. A great double kill from the Palace Heavens position. I forget what that place is called. But either way, a great double kill from Scrooby-Doo. And look at that. 6 rounds already for the Radon Royals. They've won this half on the CT side.
I think leaving that bomb behind really hurt them. When they wanted to go back and get it, they had one player in A main who had to go back and get it, and then the player that was pushed up mid to cut off the rotates joined him just in case somebody else from the CTs was watching that bomb. So it pulled off 2 out of the 3 of their forwardly advanced players. It was a disaster.
You're absolutely right. Now we see their decision is to get some fast aggression out B. It will kind of work. They will get 2. But that seems to be all that they will get. Comrade Sniper here. Scrooby-Doo as well. A great anti-eco, only losing 2. And Radon Royals push on ahead with 7. Now the question is, what do you think that the Shogun need to do here? And, I mean, do you think that you take a timeout? You know, just talk it over just a little bit. If you get these last 2 rounds, at least it's salvageable, right?
Absolutely agree. I think they should take a timeout, figure out what's going right, what's going wrong. There's definitely some coordination issues that they could fix. I mean, all of these players are good players. They can definitely perform individually, but when you're up against a team like Radon Royals, you want to have that coordination.
Especially against Comrade Sniper, who's having absolute life with 16 and 5. Locking down mid, early on lockdown A. 2 aces. Landon will secure another opening for the Shogun, but it's very quickly traded out. 4v4 again. We're now a minute 15 in the round, so they have slowed it down just a little bit, the Shogun. Looks like it will be an A hit in the end. Bomb slowly creeping through mid. Cam creeping through the doors and will catch Comrade Sniper off. Now they can crunch onto Mr. Failology on the op. Hits a solid shot onto Cam first. Knows that there's another one camera, but didn't expect Scott to be up so quickly. Zimmy on the A flank. It will be Brusca to anticipate this. The bomb will go down. And Neve also here, both of these players coming from A main. Bruska is ready for the first one, but only gets damaged. Superman picks up the op. Scott also here up in the Heavens position. Sees one. Now they know that both of these players are out onto the site. Superman unfortunately just can't get a hit. It's going to be Scott. Does damage onto Zimmy, pulls Zimmy off of the bomb, and will secure a fourth for the Shogun.
It was scrappy for Shogun, but they did make it work. It was a little bit terrifying with the missed op shots, but I think you can see the pressure. They're trying to get things done. They're trying to get into the site. They're trying to take it. They've had great success taking the A bomb site. Mr. Failology's had some trouble holding it when they really apply the pressure and run in. And I think perhaps they should continue favoring that site.
I definitely agree with you. There have been a lot of times, and it's not Failology just whiffing or anything. It's just simply the pressure that Shogun are putting, the utility that they're throwing out. Comrade Sniper sees lots of people mid, immediately throws the Molotov and backs out into Temple. That's 2 players for the Radon Royal smoked off. Immediately, though, Scooby-Doo will rotate through the beach into the A site to help Failology out. Plays in front of this camera smoke. Are they ready for him? No, they are not. Comrade Sniper also gets one. Failology chiming in on the op. Cam will take him out in a 1v3 scenario for a 5th round for the Shogun. A minute on the clock left and plenty of utility. Does have the space to be able to create something of a round here. 2 players in the camera, 1 in A main. Cam will swing and get shut down. Radon Royals 8, Shogun 4 at the end of this first half. And I will say it's been pretty dominant. And it's true, Comrade Sniper is a hefty swinger here, but even so, Zimmy, Scooby-Doo, all having some great high impact rounds.
Definitely. I think even you can see the players who were struggling when they finally were getting kills, they were getting some really impressive kills. Mr. Failology's first kill was that op shot where he picked up the fallen op at mid and snapped somebody coming through the door. And then Cam, he got his first kill when it was that critical round where they needed to get into A site and get something done. So even when these players are having a bad game, you can see that they're actually really highly skilled players in a very pressured environment, and they can make things happen when they need to.
And speaking of making things happen when you need to, Shogun need at least 8 rounds here on the CT side in order to tie. And it's going to have to start with the pistol, but Zimmy dropping out of mid will get a kill onto Bruska. Cam with, I believe that's the P2K. You love to see it out. Will get some kills. Smart as Superman as well. Makes it for a 3v2 scenario here in this pistol round. Certainly advantageous. Smart as Superman taken down to 7 HP though. Zimmy creeping in the back will get eliminated by Scott. Smart as Superman swings out. 7 HP doesn't matter. Gonna clean up a 3rd kill and a 5th round for the Shogun. This is, you definitely need to win this round, right? Because if you lose the 4 spy round on the CT side, it feels bad.
100%. They needed to start with the pistol round. They got it. Now they need to not throw the round, not make mistakes, not do anything that gives a single advantage to Radon Royals, who will be coming back with a vengeance. If they can get anything in here now, this would be the round to do it.
Especially if you have these players like Comrade Sniper, like Zimmy, like Scooby-Doo, who have been feeling it this game so far. Now they're on the CT side where they can more or less dictate the pace. And we'll have to see how that works out. Bruska doing some jump spotting here. Knows that there are players on this stairs position. Decides to smoke it off. Superman peeking through the mid window as well. It looks like they are prepared for this A hit. Scott and Landon here on the A site to retrieve. Scooby-Doo going to get taken down. That's Bruska going to see the bomb. So now knows that they are leaning A. 55 seconds left on the clock. Superman just doing some more damage, lightly peppering them with these MP9s. Famas also chiming in with a kill on cam. So now Comrade Sniper and Zimmy, you'd hope to get just a bomb plant here, but that bomb is in canals and only 30 seconds left for Comrade Sniper. Now you just want to get maybe a gun. That's not going to be the case. A nice, flawless anti-eco CT round. It's exactly what you want to see if you're an OS fan.
Into the Radon Royals, this is exactly what you don't want to see on that type of round. You want to go in for, I mean, the way that they bought or didn't buy, you want to go in fast. You want to get a quick play in, maybe get lucky, get into the bomb site, get a plant even. But there's a really terrible feeling you get in Counter-Strike when you go for something like that, and you get smoked off, you get mollied off, and you're getting picked apart from the flank. It's just not your round at that point.
Now we'll have to see as the guns come out. Can Shogun secure a bonus round, start really building up a nice economy, and not let that first half get to them. Scooby-Doo with some spray spam onto Cam, knows that there's another one on Pillar, will get it. That's Lil Bruska down. More spam towards Temple. They see that Scott is returning fire, so they know that there's at least one player here. All of Shogun ready to retrieve this attack, but they are just locked out. And he will finally get the bomb down as Comrade Sniper secures another onto Smoke. Scott with a reply of one, Landon with another, but Comrade Sniper and Zimmy secure a ninth. And it's true, it was kind of a bonus round, right? They had MP9s, they had some FAMASs. Now is really when you start buying. Oh, well, maybe we still see some FAMASs out there. Even so, now the M4s are coming out. Ooh. Not great utility, though, for the Shogun.
A little bit of an uphill battle going into this round with the money and the guns, but I think the Shogun, they have the position that they need right now to win this round. They just have to lock in and play this really tight.
Now the question Radon Royals are asking is, what do we do to start getting that momentum back that we had in the first half? Just a 3-round game. It was 4 at the beginning of the half. So, Shogun trying their best here. Minimal utility. Failology will get a kill onto Lil Bruska. That is the E-Box player down. Scott chilling in the smoke, but it's all a ruse. No one actually going to hit onto this A site. Meanwhile, Failology goes down in canals, courtesy of Cam re-peeking E-Box. So things go just a little bit quiet here. 50 seconds left on the clock. Smartest Superman sees the Temple smoke coming out. Tries to spam. Ooh. It's a great little spot for the CTs. Comrade Sniper now will eliminate Landon on the A site. Scott secures the A main push. That's the bomb down, and look at that. Cam right there behind to support. And Comrade Sniper, 20 seconds left. You have to get these kills, and you have to get the bomb. Scott and Cam say no. Shogun with a great reply, 3 alive, and a 7th round in this map here on Anubis.
I actually thought the Radon Royals had that round at some point. They seemed a little bit more calmer. They seemed collected. They were poking. They were prodding. But somehow in the middle of that, they didn't seem to get the information they needed for that round. They pushed through the smoke, and the counter-terrorist team, the Shogun, were positioned exactly where they needed to be. That 2-man spray down saved the round for them.
You're absolutely right. And OS now have Radon Royals in a rough economic position. Pistols again. Shogun trying to make this just a 1-round game. But we have seen what the pistols can do. And of course, Comrade Sniper, Zimmy, and Scooby-Doo all feeling it. Neve and Philology have had good supportive kills, but a little bit less active. Smart as Superman, showing how smart they are, prepared for the boost mid. But are they prepared for Mr. Philology to be in front of that Molotov? It doesn't look like it. Smart as Superman currently being unaware. Same with Scott. Scott will pay the price. Smart as Superman gets the trade, though. Already, Radon Royals putting on the pressure. Smart as Superman will get one and damage onto another. I believe also spots the bomb. Oh, Brusca
No.
with the knife. I was looking at the mini map and then I just see the knife come out. Oh man, that is a feels good for the Shogun and feels bad for the Radon Royals. This lead that they had looking to be just dwindled away to one round. And I mean, what do the Radon Royals do now to kind of get back into it? What do you think?
Well, definitely start with a tactical timeout and start discussing what they need to be doing. I think they haven't really identified the weak points in the structure of the Shogun's defense. You know, for example, Smart as Superman is playing mid solo. You could probably overrun that much better. In fact, when they got there this round, if he had more than a Glock, he would have been able to kill Superman and the next guy and maybe secure a position. But unfortunately, being, you know, the Glock that he had on the save, he couldn't do much. Now that you've got rifles, you can figure out how to take mid a little bit better and split the Shogun defense right in half.
There you go. That's the solution here on the cast, but it looks like so far their solution is to just full run it A. Going to be an execute utility running out. This Molotov and smoke should slow them down just a little bit. Flashes also going out all over the place from both teams. A nade will do very minimal damage. Landon will get one before going down to Comrade Sniper. Philology with another. Comrade Sniper going down to Scott, and once again a player has creeped into this smoke. That's Neve this time. Lil Brusca pushing through that smoke, turns onto Neve, gets the kill. Philology and Scooby-Doo with one, but it is Scott to secure a 9th for Shogun, tying it up. 3 kills in the round, 20 kills in the game, 20 and 10. Trying to say, I see what you're doing, Comrade Sniper. I can do it too.
I think they had the right idea of changing the pace. I think they did what they needed to do to get into the bomb site. They got the plant. It came down to the 1v1, and it was just a little too fast, a little too pressured, a little too much going on at the same time. But I mean, they had the idea they can get in there. They just have to, again, maybe instead of forcing it on a stronger area, look for the weak points and then hit the fast pacing on the weak points.
And look at this. We see the response from Shogun. Originally, they had 3A, but Smart as Superman rotate over. Philology catches Landon off guard, but Scott aware, ready to make that trade. And keeps it a 4v3 advantage for the Shogun. Cam completely blind, doesn't see anything. Unfortunately, that flashbang goes off just a little bit earlier, maybe gets a kill, but no, now it is a 2v3 scenario for the Shogun. Radon Royals, Comrade Sniper goes down. Scooby-Doo, though, will kill Scott from E-Box. It's all on to Smart as Superman. Knows that one is E-Box, doesn't expect the other pillar, and it's Neve to secure double digits first for the Radon Royals. And that's a great reply.
I think you were right about Scooby-Doo needing to be on T side to start showcasing some of his talents. Maybe he needed a little bit more of a free form, not being locked down to the side or to the defense or whatever it is that, you know, the different dynamics of the CT versus T battle. He's definitely making a difference now on this half.
You're absolutely right. And it's keeping Radon Royals like just a little bit ahead. Shogun are playing such a great game. Now, unfortunately, forced onto the pistols, but maybe just a little bit too little too late. Comrade Sniper, if you missed it earlier on, first 2 rounds got back-to-back aces. And so just a very hot hand to start. It's true, Shogun immediately replied, but just they were feeling it, and now Shogun forced onto pistols here, trying to play for double digits. We have seen Ecos do wonderful things in the past here at the CSC. Already damage onto Philology. Can't get one, but sees the stack, and immediately the Radon Royals reply and sprint it over towards B for the bomb plant. That's going to be Scooby-Doo getting it down. Zimmy, I absolutely love your scout. It is completely green. That's my favorite color. Oh, unfortunately, not going to be able to do any damage. Just going to take some instead. Scott securing an AK. Again, hot-handed is Scott in this round. Comrade Sniper will go down to the Galil, and Scott will get one. That's going to be the defuse, and Scott again. 3 kills in the round. Smartest Superman and Landon as well. The ecos going well for Shogun. 10 and 10.
You go from a stacked mid to securing and retaking the B bomb site and defusing. It really seems like Radon Royals is not really getting the information before they attack. They seem to be putting out feelers, they seem to be checking the bomb sites and moving in, but then when they decide to attack, they really don't know where Shogun is positioned, or at least that's the impression I seem to be getting. Maybe they know and they think that they can take them and actually hold the site, but it just seems a little bit different from Shogun's T side, in which case they seemed a little bit more cognizant of what was going on before they attacked.
Yeah, and too, like the post plant, as we see now. Ooh, Smartest Superman gonna get one. Comrade Sniper just trades going off back and forth here in mid, but Shogun now with the lead, the first time in this match, I believe. Unless Philology can do something wonderful here, I do believe, but Bruska will secure 11 for Shogun. But yeah, to your point, Radon Royals in that previous round where they lost to the Eco, it was like they saw the pistol stack A, so they ran B, but they weren't fast enough. They still like threw all their utility and stuff, and that allowed Shogun to set back up, and then by then the utility was like kind of already being used, and so Shogun knew kind of where to hide, and Radon Royals just didn't think they were there. And so we'll have to see now. I mean, Radon Royals, they're on this rough by Scooby-Doo with the Hero Mac 10. Playing it out B. Cam will get one. Zimmy gets one, and Scooby-Doo as well. That's 2 down for the CT side. And 2 alive. Well, 2 stay alive, but Shogun secure match point. If you saw the score at the half, that's probably not what you thought, but here we are.
That would be a good time for a tactical timeout. Figure out where things are going wrong. Figure out how to get better intel and to exploit the weaknesses of your opponents. I mean, what could it hurt? Take the timeout and figure it out.
Yeah. Both teams, if you're watching the cast later, like, both of you should have taken timeouts. Come on. I mean, totally
you
agree
have
with
them.
you.
They're there. Why not?
Yeah. You're absolutely right. And so now, Radon Royals, what can you do as we default out into this potential final round? Round 23 goes on a match point. Radon Royals need 2 for overtime, and Scooby-Doo with 1 now. That's another first kill for Radon Royals. Can they convert this 5v4? Cam almost in the line of Niev, and Smartest Superman slowly creeping. Do they expect it? Yes, Scooby-Doo goes down to the op. The only player in mid. The rest of these Radon Royals decide to hit A. Cam with some information that they aren't in Canal. Smartest Superman here's the utility, but Scott and Landon are both here. Scott with the hot hand, Landon also doing well. Both of them chime in for 1. Landon with 2, forcing Zimmy into a 1v3 for this map, but no, Smartest Superman gets the kill through the smoke, securing Shogun with a 13-10 victory. I said they needed 8 just to tie it up, but here they went and got 9. Wow, what a match.
That was a fantastic performance. I mean, by both teams at different parts of the match, but you really have to give it to Shogun to come back from that loss of the first half and to really, get into it mentally on the second half, show up first round, second round, and to keep putting up that performance that they needed. And, it's a crying shame. Comrade put up such good numbers throughout that whole match. I think he ended on, what was it, 25 kills? I mean, yeah, he put in a lot of effort, and it's got to be heartbreaking not to be able to pull your team over the finish line. But both teams, they gave us a real good match tonight.
Yeah, it was just as close as their season record, really. I mean, I guess it could have gone to overtime. That would have technically been a little closer, but even so, I mean, that's what we want from our Monday night Counter-Strike. At least I do. An absolutely top tier match. Before we throw it to a short break, do you have any final comments on that last match?
Just one thing, and that's that
Yeah.
Shogun now is still undefeated on this map. 3 games played, 3 wins. I think that teams now playing against Shogun in the future are going to think twice about maybe vetoing or not vetoing this map.
Well, they do play HG later on tonight. That will be the next match. So we'll have to see that will be streamed over on the A stream. So if you want to see how Shogun do if it goes to Anubis, twitch.tv/CS Confederation. We also have Radon Royals going over to the C stream playing against Big Slime's Ooze Crew. So that will also be next in just a few minutes. Over here on the B stream, we will have the UPS Copypastas versus AVI Owls. I'm pretty sure all of us will still be here, and don't go anywhere.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. number figured out, a motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. Wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, and if I lose the fight, I still rage against the night. Don't box I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at our second match of premiere for the night on the B stream of CSC. We've got the Copypastas versus the Owls, and the first round is already underway. The Owls are opting for a B push, but they're going underground instead. Barack Obama gets taken out by Trance. A little bit of a trade here going on an underpass. Owls trying to figure out if everything is clear. Looks like they will be trying to finish on A, but I think they first want to get a pick here somewhere in mid, and Apathy finds it. Cloud Zeno being patient for the Copypastas on Cat, looking for an opening. He's not able to find what he's looking for. Looks like R3D, though, has made it all the way to the A bomb site, where it's been pretty much abandoned by the Copypastas. He's getting a plant, but he's all by himself right now. Copypastas are now figuring out they have to get over to the A bomb site and do the retake. But it seems like they're not quite sure where the Owls have positioned themselves. So this is going to be a little bit of a slow and methodical retake. Tarkins gets the first kill, though, manages to hold the CT line. Gunfire going back and forth here. Counter-terrorists are just like really stuck here on the site. Kigo playing in the smoke, but not able to get anything done. The Owls pick up the first round, 1-0. Copypastas now are putting up a fast-paced hit here on the B bomb site. Apathy leading the charge here with some grenades, seeing if he's getting any sort of activity. Pookie, though, getting the first kill here in Palace, where the counter-terrorists have stacked, but to no avail. Owls have figured out the B bomb site has been abandoned. They're getting the plant here. It looks like this should be an easy second round win. And I say that as Tarkins finds Kigo on the rotate with his knife out. At this point, Tarkin should probably look for some of the other kills here with that MAC-10 of his. R3D getting the fourth kill. Zeno finally gets something going for him here. Picks up a gun, tries to hold it. And he manages to do it. Unfortunately, it is a Galil. A little bit questionable if you want that on your buy round, but it is better than nothing, especially with the counter-terrorist economy these days. Barack Obama and Apathy choosing, and Tarkins actually, all three choosing to keep their MAC-10s. Going fast on A. Drinks on me, caught off guard, killed by the MAC-10. A little bit of trading going on here, but the terrorists have managed to get onto the A bomb site. R3D actually managed to kill someone's CT spawn. Trance and Cloud Zeno, though, reply. 2v2 right now. Tarkin's on the site trying to hold it, switches guns to the AK. Pookie getting the kill. Kigo down to 7 HP. Copypastas does not look likely that he's going to be able to do this, but 1v2 is always possible, especially at this level of Counter-Strike. Kigo creeping forward into Khan. But unfortunately, the angle did not favor him, and Pookie takes him out. 3-0 for Owls. This is actually a really good start for them. One thing that's interesting to note is that the Copypastas is actually I believe they're the #1 team right now in the current standings with a record of 4-1, last I've checked. And the Owls are 2-3, and they're actually near the bottom of the standings here. So for the Owls to pull this victory would probably help them quite a bit in multiple different ways.
I have returned to help you out and also hopefully help the Copypastas out. They need it here on this eco. Thank you so much, BC. You're awesome for holding it down. Pet owners out there, unite. Had to feed my dog. Drinks on me and Cure unite for 2 kills into the A main. That's also 2 guns secured. And now Cure in this apartment's position. Going to get 1. Bomb's still not going to go down for the Owls. As I say that, that's going to be Tarquins with the plant. Trance gets the kill onto Barack Obama, and it's Tarquins in a 1v3 scenario. Kind of disaster for the Owls, but already making it look somewhat good. No, Drinks on me with the headshot on the snapping turtle. The eco win for the Copypastas. That's what we like to see.
It was a close round. Copypastas managed to pull this one out, but it was kind of expensive for them. They lost everybody except Drinks on me. He gets away with an AK to make up for it. This has really been a dominant performance by the Owls up to this point. You lose a round, fine. You made it really costly for them. What you got to do now is come back now with a vengeance, take it right back, and I actually think they can do it. I think they're in the position right now to make it happen. Although, curiously, R3D was toying with buying the Scout. He bought it and then refunded it and took the AK.
I would have believed. Also, Lapuki here, one of our fellow observers, looking for something. Barack Obama gonna get a kill onto Trance through the smoking window. And look at that. Cloud Xeno takes out R3D. Maybe R3D wishing they had that scout. Save a little bit of money. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything in this round. Cloud Xeno now taken out, traded out by Lapuki, who gets 2. The Observer with 2 Mac 10 kills to secure this B site here ahead of the smoke. But Lapuki is ready for it, this time with an A1S. Tarquins says, "You shall not run away, Kier. Not through mid. Drinks on me. We'll try and at least see if they can get something." 1v3 scenario turned 0v3. Barack Obama secures a 4th for the Owls, and it's a little bit more dominant, like you were saying earlier.
The Owls have the chance to run away with it. You just got to keep up this pacing. Don't slow anything down. Don't change anything. And I think we're seeing a pause, though. We're seeing some sort of timeout.
Oh, man.
So
Good.
I was just going to say, this might actually be something that helps the Copypastas, the slowing it down, icing the kicker sort of thing, but applying it to Counter-Strike, slow down these guys that have this fast roll that are just running you over.
I mean, I saw Kigo was the one that DC'd. I would love to see the Kigo POV because I've been over to that stream a lot, and the crash outs are always top tier. Pure cinema over there. So I always throw that little thing out. I don't think that's actually what it was. Maybe internet issues or some sort of tech issue or something like that. But yeah, always fun to throw that out there. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there in CSC that have seen a Kigo crash out clip or two, and if you don't, I will happily send you one. Just let me know.
Well,
Oh,
while we're on
man.
the technical timeout, I wanted to talk a little bit about the stats of each team here. I mentioned earlier that Copypastas is 4-1. They're the number 1 team going into this match night. Owls was near the bottom with a 2-3 record. But I wanted to talk about the players and the impact that they're having. I've noticed that pretty much every player on the Copypastas except one has a positive rating above 1. All of their players are firing on all cylinders this season. And the skill level has just seemed to be spread across the team, and that's what seems to make them so dangerous. Whereas, the Owls have more of the traditional, you got 1 or 2 good players, and the rest of them are doing their thing. And, you can rely on that star player quality, it seems. But in this case, that doesn't, we're not really seeing the overall performance yet from Copypastas. They seem to be starting off a little bit slowly, but obviously at the skill level, I know, we all know that things can change very quickly when you got high-skilled players that suddenly wake up.
Would you say that this is a CT favored map, Mirage, still?
I wanted to actually ask that question because I've noticed one thing has really changed in Mirage. I brought it up on a previous match, on a previous night, and I noticed that Mirage has played differently since CS2. One of the things that really changed are the smoke grenades. You can blow them open with grenades, you can shoot through them and see through them, whereas you couldn't do that on CSGO. So in CSGO, one of the big plays was always an A execute on Mirage. You'd smoke stairs, you'd smoke jungle, you'd smoke CT, and you'd take the site, and there's nothing the counter-terrorists could do to see through unless they peeked over the smokes, like maybe jumping up on ticket. Now that's not quite the way that it plays out. And I notice we don't have those heavy A executes the same way. We still have them, but they're structured very differently. You have a lot more mid presence and splits and things going on. And so I think in some ways the dynamic has favored the CTs because you're not locked out of the site when the execute happens. So, I think it can be CT sided.
Okay. I would say the same way. Maybe it's not nearly as extreme as it was before, but now it's a little bit more swaying toward that like CT favored being able to, like you said, now that you can blow open the smokes and those specific site hits on A aren't nearly as impactful. Or if they are, you have to almost bait out some of those nades in utility, right? Throw maybe a fake somewhere else. Or a fake
Exactly.
onto A and then re-smoke it or, you know, something like that. But we see here Drinks on Me having no problem getting kills through those smokes. Like you mentioned, already Apathy taken out of the round. A little bit of a scrappy buy from the Copypastas outside of the op. A smattering of MP9s and FAMASas and Cure just outside of this smoke will get Lapuki not ready for the player on balcony. Barack Obama, that's not going to sway him from going A. Tarquin's here in mid looking for something, but not going to find it. And Barack Obama not going to find anything here. A main slowly creeping out. Cure is up in Palace. Cloud Zeno over in jungle. And Cure will get Barack Obama. Bomb also down. Tarquin's 45 seconds left. Could do something, but most likely just trying to save. Not give over one more of these AKs. Already Copypastas can rifle up if they want to. Plenty of guns across the map. Time slowly ticks down. And we see here, Copypastas, I mean, they do get the early pick, but lots of kills over on A, a couple kills in mid. Trade's just not going for Owl's favor. Tarquin's now. You just want to save the rifle. Don't die after time either. That would be rough.
Keego's going for it.
Oh, and he gets it. Oh, that hurts.
That's Keego's first kill, actually, and that's important. He gets him after time, which means he gets no economic bonus. On the T side, you have to die before the time runs out in order to get that money. So that's going to be a real hit to the Owl's economy right there.
Yeah, it was already a save, but now you really, really have to save. There's no room for utility or anything. Apathy completely ignoring the Molotov, burning him down to 31. That nade also doing damage. Trance finishes him off with the AK. R3D also, or maybe red. Maybe that's supposed to be red. I don't know. Down to 6 HP. Red all over for the Owls. Cloud Zeno gets 2, courtesy of a nade and oh my goodness. Look at that. Things just happening all over the place. Copypastas with 5 alive against what was a wacky buy from the Owls and already a 1-round game.
And the money's still not good for the Owls. They might actually opt to save again. Apathy is on less than 2,000, actually, 1950. Tech 9s are coming out for the buy. P250. This is going to be another round probably going for the Copypastas. We're going to be at a tied game unless they can pull something out of nothing.
We did see a climactic eco happen earlier on Anubis. I believe that was the Shogun with the eco win to really secure some momentum. And so Owls, they could do the same here. Drinks on Me will be taken down to 9 HP. It's not exactly what you want. Oh, Red with the kill in mid on the pistol, but Drinks on Me with the op, securing another. What a great deagle shot from our fellow media member observer. Kooky not able to get Drinks on Me, and look at that. Was that 3 kills from Drinks on Me at 9 HP? 8 and 4, 100 ADR. That's what you want to see from your opper.
Copypastas is the only one of these two teams to have played a Mirage game, I believe. And they actually won it. So this is perhaps a little bit of a test here for the Owls to see how well they play on this map. First time this season.
We'll have to see indeed. Difficult test, like you mentioned. Copypastas with one win already. Ego with one. Cloudzino with another. Apathy all alone in this gun round already. 1:25 left on the clock. Thankfully, they do have the bomb. 2 players, roughly 50 HP. Spots one. Will get Cloudzino out of this round. Puts it into a 1v3 scenario. Definitely possible. 2 of these players, I believe that's Trance and Drinks, in lower mid, and Apathy just chilling in the smoke. Slowly creeping out. Maybe waiting for somebody. Here's them. Should hear them running away. 45 seconds left. Still plenty of time. It's going to be a peek. Ooh. Pops a shot off, and so now they definitely know. Well, the last player is in mid. What do you do now? Do you just save? They know where you are. Still 30 seconds left. I heard a type in chat. I feel like that was AFK. Apathy with some great movement and some great aim onto Trance. Things go quiet, and then all of a sudden they go loud. 15 seconds left, waiting for the repeat, but it's not going to happen. Drinks on me, just holding, forcing the time to go down, and Apathy just looking to save. 4 HP.
Counter-terrorists win.
Drinks on me. Ooh. Ooh. What's going to happen? Is it? No. I thought it was going to be another T dying after time, but nope. Stays alive.
Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. I don't want to criticize too much, but I really can't help but feel if you get to that point, why not go for a plant, or at least, try to bait the defender out to come out by a fake plant. Try something. You had 15 seconds and not much to go, but I guess maybe also at this level, you really just want to have the gun at the end of the day, and you don't really want to try to be showy and make a play that's not likely to succeed in your mind.
And I also wonder, too, because there was another player left, I believe that was Kigo, over on the B site. So probably also wondering, where is that other player gone off to? If I swing out, is the op just trying to bait? But Trance not baiting at all. In fact, gets a kill onto Red. That's one of these A players down. It is a full A hit, the classic Mirage A hit that you were talking about earlier. Tarquin's with a kill onto Cure. Puts us into a 4v4 in the post plant. One nade for the Owls. Kigo will get one. Cloudzino with another as the retake comes in. And the retakes just happens. Look at that. Kigo with 2. Cloudzino with 2 as well. And Copypastas with 6 rounds.
EA Execute seemed to succeed at this point because the Copypastas were completely out of HE grenades. They couldn't blow the smokes. They couldn't do anything but wait it out. Unfortunately, though, the Owls just didn't really seem to have the position. They were pushed up against the smokes and didn't really have an answer when the Copypastas pushed back through CT spawn onto the site. Seems like it was an unfortunate case of just being out of position for the retake.
And once again tonight, we see where I believe that was a 4-on... Yeah, it was 4-on-4 when the bomb went down. So another where, they're mostly playing for the retake, these teams, except as I say that, lots of aggression up mid. Trance already with 2, Cloudzino with another. That's the mid hit from the Owls completely gone. Apathy, the A player, also taken out, and it's just onto Lapuki in a 1v4. Minute 20 left on the clock, so not a whole lot of time has gone through this round. And everybody's just dead now. Pookie looking for that bomb. No, what do you do? I mean, again, it's like you can't save. Got to go for something, right? Cloudzino's ready for it. Copypasta 7-4. They have secured the victory in this half, at the very least. Owls looking to post 5. But the money is not great for this last round.
I think you can feel the atmosphere change a little bit. The Owls were very dominant in the first, 3 rounds. They came out there, guns blazing. They knew where they were going. They knew what they were doing. And now the pacing seemed to be, yes, they're moving, they're taking the site, they're going, but they seem to be a little bit more cautious when getting onto the site. And if they take A again, they really got to watch out for Cure hiding under Palace. He's been doing that multiple times and just catching them out as they come out.
Now we see 5 mid here for the Owls in this last half of play. Drinks on me. Gonna not nade the smoke open quite like they wanted to. Gonna take the shot anyway. It's not gonna net them anything. Kigo will see one up cat. The Pookie not ready for Trance after getting that kill onto Cloud Zeno. Window secured. That's actually bomb in window. Interesting choice. You're slowly backing off onto the A site. Things go just a little bit quiet here as the timer ticks down. Under a minute. Drinks on me. We'll get a kill onto Apathy. I believe that was in apartments. And now we see the Owls. They just rotate over through mid. Into A is where they decide to go. No one in Palace, but Cure is over in CT, and Red not ready for it. Cure with one, and now Trance with another, putting it all onto Tarquin's. No, we have another 8-4 scoreline for the CT side. This time it's Copypastas and Owls here on Mirage.
Copypastas definitely came out strong on the tail end of that half. They won 7 rounds in a row. I mean, that was a dominant performance. Once they got the guns, they got into stride, they figured out what they needed to do. Maybe that inadvertent timeout, the tactical timeout that really was supposed to be a technical timeout, maybe all they needed was to just calm down, wait it out, ice the other team, and let Kigo get back into the server, and the pacing is just the change they needed. On the other hand, you could say they were always bound to make it happen because they just are such a good team.
Yeah, maybe Kigo had his crash out. He crashed both literally and figuratively. And now we see Copypastas trying to turn up the momentum with a fast A hit, no utility. They're just running Glocks out. Not going to net them what they want, though. Cloud Zeno with one, Trance with another, but that's all. It's a 3v2. Cloud Zeno turns it into a 2v2. Oh, that's a great damage onto Red, but no. Apathy comes swinging out. And Kigo has the bomb running to B. Apathy and Red already on the rotate, though. Oh, as I say that, everybody just decides to turn and go towards A. Kigo under pass. And Apathy on the catwalk. Oh, this all comes down to timing. Look at that. And now Kigo's run. He thinks that he's made it. Not ready for Red, though. Oh, no. Turns around. Doesn't get the bomb plant, unfortunately. But if you're the Owls and you're an Owls fan, you're saying, yes, that's exactly what we want. We want the pistol round, and look at that. Red already with an M4.
A little bit scrappy at one point, but the Owls made it work. They got what they needed. Some questionable angles there when Cloud Zeno was taking everyone out, or trying to anyway, but, sometimes you just got to take the fight, and the Owls come out victorious. This is what they need now is don't lose this round, build off the momentum, and be careful now as they're coming towards B.
It looks like Tarquin's is relatively ready. The Molotovs come out. Barack Obama with flames and an MP9 will get one. Tarquin's with another. Red now chiming in on that A1S with 2 to secure a 6th for the Owls. Nice, clean anti-eco.
Only losing Barack Obama there on the defense, you can make up one player lost, buy him a gun. That's fine. You're not worried about that at all. The economy is very good in favor of the Owls right now. Win this round, and you're even in a better situation.
Yeah, and to your point, Barack Obama getting an MP9 kill and a Molotov kill, so farming up just a little bit of money, can afford an A1S and head armor, plus just a little bit of utility for themselves. Trance trying to get something done on the Deagle, but no, it's going to be Lapuki with an MP9 kill. Actually, no, Trance does get a Deagle kill before Red shuts him down. Apathy also with a FAMAS kill. Barack Obama secures a 7th for the Owls, and it is a 1-round game. Look at that.
A little bit expensive, more so this round than last round, but again, the economy, the counter-terrorists, Owls are doing great right now. I like this early beginning presence that they're showing. They came out strong in the beginning of the first half, and they're coming out strong in the beginning of the second half. Maybe it's more of an issue of endurance for them to be able to take the hard rounds that Copypastas are going to bring their way.
And in the previous map on Anubis, we saw a little bit more separation between the KDs of players. You know, Comrade Sniper and I believe it was Zimmy and some other players. Just 20 kills. Scott also had 20 kills. A couple of other players with not very many. Now we see here Owls and Copypastas a little bit more even. And trades just going back and forth. Drinks on Me, Trance, Lapuki, and Apathy already removed from this round. It is a 3v3 scenario. Bombs still in spawn, so they're not sure what they want to do. Barack Obama knows that Kigo is here, and Kigo now knows because of that flame sound, the smoke will go out. Barack Obama just chills as soon as the smoke spam is gone, and then he goes out, but Kigo on the reload readjusts and is ready. They're not ready to plant the bomb yet, but they have plenty of time. Cloud Zeno gets a kill, and then the bomb goes down. Cloud Zeno with 3 in the round to secure a 9th for Copypastas and keep that lead just a little bit longer.
Yeah, a number of individual fights just didn't go the way of the Owls. I mean, Barack Obama's going to be kicking himself that he didn't get that drop a little bit sooner to get Kigo. He knew where Kigo was. Kigo knew where he was. And it just, with the dynamics of the smoke and the volley and jumping, it just went the way that it did. Not much you can do there.
Now we see an interesting buy from the Owls. This is one that you definitely want to win. Red on and up. Tarquin's Barack on M4s, but oh! Barack takes a shot as his own teammate. Yeah, Red, that's not what you want. That's the wrong player on Cat, my friend. And now Cloud Zeno is up in the ladder room, overseeing mid. Drinks on Me, taking some shots at Tarquins, but Tarquins will get the better of them. Barack Obama also with 1. Trance and Cloud Zeno with some great opening kills onto the B bomb site. Red, that's the right team, or that's the right player that you want to shoot at, not your teammate. And now a 3v2 retake for the Owls. Definitely doable, but no kits. An op and 2 MP9s. Lapuki here on the catwalk will get 1. Red with the op kill onto Trance and the defuse. Owls once again bring it to a 1-round game, and that's what you want to see. Great readjustment, some good retakes as well, not letting the pressure get to them. And if you're Copypastas, you know, maybe just losing a little bit too much on the early engagements there, because after those first couple of deaths, then you know the entries just came through and they cracked the B bomb site wide open.
Definitely a clean retake. I like the way that they went through here. I'm glad Red didn't get too, bothered and rattled by shooting his own teammate. And I know exactly what happened. He saw the guy running up Cat, and when he went to peek it, he saw the guy on Cat there and instantly thought that had to be the guy that was running that he had spotted earlier.
Good readjustment indeed, and now we'll have to see, can Pokey readjust onto the many targets that will certainly be running at them. Apathy with 1, but Trance and Cloud Zeno getting kills. Trance doing good damage onto Barack Obama through the smoke as well. And it looks like the Owls have already called this off. I believe, unless Barak is already rotating through T-spot. Nope. Decides to run through apartments. Tarquin's just holding here in ladder room. And so Copypastas will be the first team onto double digits. Owls, they should have an okay buy. I'm not entirely sure what their loss bonus is looking like, but regardless. Oh, okay. Well, you definitely can't buy after that. Look at that. Tarquin's 1,500. Apathy on 3K. Copypasta's looking to just continue this lead and start warming up here on the T side.
They're opting to go for the buy anyway, it looks like. I guess the issue now is with MR12, you really don't have the rounds to save like you used to in CSGO, so now you're way more pressured to buy and make something happen when it's this close and you're this near the end.
Yeah, that's a very good point. It's something I both enjoy and hate about MR12. I enjoy that it forces you to play just a little bit faster, but sometimes you get into these positions and you're forced to buy into it, but it's working out for the Owls so far, although Kigo with a great kill through the smoke onto the cat player of Barack Obama. And Cloud Zeno with another. As I say, Owls doing well. It all falls apart. Still a 2v2 though, so it is doable, but both of these players are low. It will be the B hit in the end. No one here just yet. Apathy though, creeping through underpass. This is all going to come down to timing. And will these players peek down here? Yes, they will, but Apathy will get the better of them. Isn't ready for the next one, but now they can communicate that over. But no, there's plenty of time left. Kigo's going to run it back A. Just like in the last 1v1, switching up the bomb site. And Tarquin's 6 HP. Going to hang out here for a bit, but probably knows that it's not B, or at the very least will be realizing it soon. Rotates over to Cat, picks up the M4, does have a kit, no utility though, so and Kigu does have a nade. But Tarquin's does have potential. Sees the smoke, slowly creeping out. Kigu just tucks into A main. And it's all going to come down to timing. Tarquin slowly clearing out the site. Potentially just leaving. Taps the bomb. Not ready. Time ticking down. And that's going to be it. Tarquin's, you got to run away. You don't want to die. Low HP. And that bomb radius in CS2 is a lot larger. Oh, still dies. Yeah, it is a lot larger in CS2. That hurts. And now, oof, Owl's in a rough spot. Copypastas living large on 11.
Copypastas is just dominating when it comes to the economy. And obviously they're on the favored half now. But they never really suffered with the CT economy because they won the last 7 rounds in a row. So they always had money to buy. They were always doing well. Now, Owls don't have that benefit.
And to your point, a lot of those rounds that they won, they had 2, 3, 4 players alive. So they could continue to build that economy. And now, Barack Obama already down on this awkward buy. But it's the USPs coming out with 1 apiece. Now, what can Apathy do on this scout? Good for 1. Tarquin's in a 1v2. Gets 1. Knows where the other one is. Unfortunately, can't connect. Makes it expensive for Copypastas, but they're okay with it. They've got plenty of money here on match point.
That would have been the coup right there. That would have been the way to get right back into it. You'd steal the momentum and the round. Whereas right now, you may have a semi-decent buy. Apathy's on a scout. But I don't know. There just seems to be something lacking right now. I mean, I know you can do it. I know this team can pull this off, but it just doesn't feel that well losing that close.
You're absolutely right, and it can't feel good going down to 4v5 already, just 20 seconds into the round. It's looking like Copypastas are going to be securing Mirage here, and very quickly, 13-8. It goes to the Copypastas, and like you said, a couple of dominant rounds early on both halves for the Owls, but unfortunately, that is all that they could muster because the Copypastas just had it out for them after that. I mean, like you said, 7 rounds in a row on the CT side for the Copypastas, just absolute strong showing.
Yeah, I think the copy pasta showed why they were number one going into this match night. They were able to, lose 4 rounds early on, and it didn't phase them one bit. They come right back into it and show an utterly dominant first half performance. And then the second round, they have some failures, some close rounds. It doesn't matter. It still doesn't phase them. They just keep plugging away, just playing their game, playing their strategy, and it pays off great.
And it's a little bit different from what we saw earlier on Anubis, right? Because the scoreline in the first half was the same, 8-4 and 8-4. But this time, Copypastas, even though a couple of times it did get close within one round, they still always kept the lead after they attained it and clearly had the Owls in a tough economic position those last 3 or 4 rounds, especially Copypastas being on the T side, and they just secured the victory.
This makes now another win for Copy Pastas on Mirage. So there are 2 maps that are 100% win rate on, Ancient and Mirage, and the other map they're like 67% win rate on. So I mean they're dominant at this point. You're going to have to be playing very well for an entire game to take this team out.
Either that or you just got to force them on a different map. Take the gamble, right? Maybe I always say, look, can we start getting people to play Train? We've seen like we got Anubis and Mirage, Ancient, all these people favoring these old maps. Can we get some teams that play Train, please? That's how we
You
get
know,
it fixed, right?
I've been suggesting that before in the team that I was in this season, but it seems like to me the feeling that I'm getting from players is that they like the idea of Train coming back. They like the map in general and in theory, but this iteration, it seems like many players feel that it needs some improvement. It needs to go through some, internal work, just like Valve has done with other maps. And as a result, teams are reluctant to play it, even though it is in the active duty pool and it is a wildcard map.
And I totally understand that. It absolutely makes sense. I definitely feel that way too. The old Train was my favorite map. I am not particularly happy with the new one. I know I'm happy that we have it back. I'm just not happy the way it happened. Oh well, everybody feels that way, I'm sure. But Klinger, do you have any other comments on our series tonight so far? Our
I just have
maps.
to say,
I'm sorry.
both games were really good. They were different, but they were high level Counter Strike. They were fun to watch, and I can't wait for the next premier match season. I mean, obviously we have other matches. We have the regular match day tomorrow night and on Thursday night, and possibly I think we're still doing FAL on Saturday, but I don't know. There's just something fun about the premier matches. It's really fun. Monday night CS.
I totally agree with you. And if you're new out there and you enjoyed the Monday Night CS, be sure to hit follow so that you're here for all of those match nights that Bible Klinger just talked about. And also be sure to head to discord.gg/CSC or hit exclamation point Discord in the chat. Get that link. Join us. We would love to have you. Even if you don't get signed to a team, you can play in the free agent league on match nights and also on Saturday nights. It's a lot of fun. It is also a new thing that happened this season, so lots of people are excited. It still has that new league smell. Thank you all so very much for being here and joining us. I'm Atrax. I've been joined on the cast by Bible Klinger, and Firehawk has done all of our production and observing tonight. Thank you all, and we will see you tomorrow.